So when they cast you, like, what was the audition process like? Did you have to go behind a wheel?
Yeah,
Or-
well, basically, I was the hamster in the wheel. No, it was a lot. It definitely was like I started off with a regular audition, and then from that you get your call back, and then after that you meet, excuse me, with the director and the producers, and then you go have the chemistry with Jason, and then you go back. And mind you, this is all over the course of like a month or so. So you're just like, just tell me, did I get the job or not? Like, you know what I can do? Did I get it? But there's so many things that it entails. There's so many people that it has to go by and things like that. So it's just, it was definitely a ride, but it paid off towards the end.
Your role's pretty difficult because really you're in an enclosed environment with this one other person, and you have to say things like press the button. I mean,
Yeah.
so like,
Yeah.
how do you play off on that? How do you make those scenes interesting then? You know, because it could just be like.
Press the button. All right, I'll press the button.
Exactly.
I think because Case is well such a strong person, and she kind of knows the ropes. She's been doing this a little longer than he has. She's been in this race, driving with the original Frankenstein. So I think a lot of times making it interesting is just like, if you think about it, like, imagine I go into your car, be like, press the button, be like, what do you mean press the button? You don't do that. Like having that like tension between the person, and not only that, but having the fact that I have ulterior motives as well. Where like I'm pressing the button, but did I really make it work? Or did I not? Like things to make it go But excuse me, I think that's how you can just kind of make it a little more interesting.
Working with Jason, because here's a guy that is really known for his action stuff, and yet here he is behind a wheel, which is totally different from what we've seen him in the past. What's he like during off time and even on? Is he very focused? Is he kind of
Definitely, he's very focused. I mean, in the sense of like his diet and his exercise and routine and stuff like that, because that's kind of what he entails as well, just being fit, as
Did
we
you
saw.
catch a peek of I mean, that body is crazy.
I didn't even know that there's muscles like that back there. I didn't even know that existed. Like, he has things on him that I'm just like, oh, what's this? He's like, oh, this is a special muscle. Like, it's crazy. Like, what are you doing? You're making me look bad here, okay? I'm like, I have a butt. Thanks. You make my butt look bad. No, I would follow him in the lunch line. I'd be like, I have whatever he's having, But it was fun. I think he was very focused in that sense. But, it's a gift to do what we do, and it's so much fun, and you gotta really enjoy that, enjoy the people around you. So it was really pleasant working with him.
Are you a bit of a car geek like everybody else, or did you learn to become one?
No, I definitely love cars. Like, one of my biggest things were when I had to sit down with a producer and we were looking at the cars, I was putting it like, oh, you should get this car and let me drive it, and then I could take it home. Cause like we should put Barracuda in there, or we should put like T-Bird or something. Like, I love old vintage cars. Old vintage cars I love.
There's some nice scenes where you're actually driving. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but you do get behind the wheel. And was that fun to kind of shoot? And are there any scratches that you kind of?
It was kind of crazy. The craziest stuff happened to me when I was actually still navigating in the passenger seat. Because it was many car accidents. Like, I literally had a car come run into me. Like, literally, like, it's just there. He's like, bam, and she crashes into me, So it was kind of nuts, little car accidents. But
How do you prepare for that? I mean, just sitting there, it's going to happen.
I think it makes it easier, kind of, because you know what? Instead of fighting it, when you fight it, you kind of tense up your whole body. With this, you kind of just, like, you go with it, so that you can see the reactions of things. It's a little easier, and then you get massages at the end.
That was a perk? That was really?
The perk was, well, I needed them. Oh my god, the whole back, everything was just kind of like, I would wake up, and I'll be like, I can't move. It was good. It was good.
Now, are you ready to become an action star hero now? Is this the goal?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not against that at all. I'm totally down to do more action films, and I really like them. And they're so much fun, and you get so much hands off. And I think it's just a lot of, they're easy and lightweight, But I definitely do like everything else, and I would like to venture off and try, dramas and comedies and, maybe things, maybe dramedies, like other things there.
Drama action nominees?
Yeah, right. Yeah, drama, action, comedy, dance. I don't know what, horror.
Oh, no, you brought this film to Comic-Con, and at a presentation, there's like 6,500 people waiting to see the first clips of a film that they haven't seen yet, and they're gonna start blogging live. And so, was it kind of daunting for you? Was it fun? It's like a rock concert, I'm assuming.
It's kind of, what's different between us and all that is that we don't have a crowd in front of us, so we don't have that instant gratification. So when you walk out and you see all those people, like yesterday in the panel, for me I was like, oh my god, I kind of really like this. I was like, I really like my job right now. Like, really feeling this. But it's kind of crazy because you see all that, and that little kid who came up and asked me a question, he was the cutest thing in the world. 'Cause he was like, he was just like, you know, how is it playing it in a thriller action film? But it took him so long to get up and tell us. And after I was like, I couldn't hear him because he had a sweater and he was playing with his mouth, like, how did you like? I was like, sorry, I can't hear you. He's like, oh, I have to say it again. Like, I'm already dying that I have to say it. It's just fun. It's fun to see everybody and have those people there in front, like, excited for it and cheering for it. And you say something, they get it, you know?
Now, working with Paul, what is he like as a director? Is he, because he seems really cool, but like chill at the same. I don't know. Is he like?
Yeah, he's definitely chill. He knows what he wants. You know, this is his baby. He's worked on it for so long. You know, and I think that's just awesome to be a part of that, just because he has worked for it for so long. But he's definitely an actor's director. You know, like you can talk to you, and he kind of tells you and kind of vibes that out with you, and he likes to see it over and over and over again, so we can get comfortable with it. And then another thing is too is like I feel like he's very open to suggestions. Like, you know, I wouldn't do this, or I'd feel this kind of way, and he'll really give it thought and be like, I totally agree, or he'll be like, no. I'd be like, okay, got it. But at least you give it thought, you know, like that fact, which is kind of cool. He gets in his little head and pitches it all up.
Now, was it cool being kind of almost the only girl among this big group of? Were there any females on? I mean, like I'm sure there were, but
there was
like,
other navigators, but I was mostly there with all the guys, and like I don't know, I love it. I'm one of the boys, so it was easy for me.
We can tell it looks like a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you.
And congratulations.
Thank you. Okay.